While Megan Thee Stallion walked into the courtroom to fight for her peace and reputation, blogger Milagro Grams was in a Miami federal courtroom making some shocking admissions. She told the court she would bow down and apologize to Megan if she believed Tory Lanez had pow-powed her. Now, remember, Tory Lanez has already been convicted and all the things, okay? But it gets worse. Milagro admitted she intentionally directed her followers to find a deep fake pornographic video of Megan. This is what the lawsuit is all about, okay? All right. Anyway, let's continue. Just break it down a little bit more, okay? So, yes, Miss Milagro basically said all the things. One of the things that she stood out that she said that I thought that was definitely noteworthy is she said that she was from where she's from. A lot of people are found guilty that are not necessarily guilty. There's no proof, and that's kind of why she basically. I don't think she. Well, she. I don't think she believes that Tory Lanez is guilty. So that's why she's been moving like she's moving. That was her reason for talking about it. And her whole thing is she's just been questioned over and over and over what's this, let's get to the truth. What is the truth? Like, this is not la 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 la. Now I'm gonna tell you now, based on what she said, I want to just let you know that we've all, or I have, and a lot of other people been questioning the 2020 event, like what really happened. We side out that whole thing because it started out real shaky. Remember, Megan was out there. She apparently had stepped on some glass, this, that, and the third. The next thing we found out, Megan was shot. We was like, what? Yeah, and then the next thing we know, she was on the talk show telling her story, and then now we're like, what now? So then she changed the story and she told us why. And basically, what she was saying, she was trying to protect Tory and everyone involved because of she didn't want everybody to get in trouble with the popos. She didn't know what to do, and she explained all the details. Remember how she said? Remember that? Remember how she said the two in the back were actually arguing? She had nothing to do with the argument, but all of a sudden it got bad, and she got out the car, and then she was like trying to walk away from the situation, and they was like, Megan, get back in the car, blah 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 blah. She got back in the car, right? And then the next thing you know, allegedly Tory, because again we know Tory was convicted of this, but she said Tory Lanez told her to dance, be dance, and next thing we know, he would pop out her and at her feet, and that's how her feet, that's how she was shot. Allegedly, still allegedly, even though we know that's what was said, and that's why Tory's actually been convicted. Okay, so just real quick, but that's the thing. Apparently, everybody, a lot of people. I mean, um, Grams, the blogger, is not the only person that's kind of side eyed this whole situation. We all have. I'm not gonna lie. In my opinion, based on the information we have, I can tell you right now that to me there's definitely a missing piece, and somebody, I still don't think this is the whole story. I think there's another piece of the story that we're missing, and I don't necessarily, even though again we know Tory Lanez has been found guilty, he has been convicted, sentenced, and all the things, and he's serving his time right now. We all know that. However, I agree. I think there is something else that's missing, and I do wonder, is Tory really guilty? That is definitely a question on a lot of our. Just that I would add that because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that that is a question for me as well. I've always wondered that. I've been wondering that for a while. Like, what are we missing, and how did the best friend come in play, and all the things y'all said what y'all said, but it still don't sound right. We feel like we're missing something. Anyway, I think my point of saying all of that, I think that's why Miss Grams was pressing on that because she just don't believe. She just don't believe Megan. She don't believe her. But whether she believes her or not, remember, Tory's already been prosecuted, so there's that. But nevertheless, I think it's really okay, in my opinion, for us to ask questions about stuff. That's okay. I think the next part of the testimony is what really. This is what, like I told you, this is what got her in trouble, and this is why we are probably here. Is because she pulled a pornographic picture of Miss Stallion, Megan the Stallion, right? Because she said her followers were asking her for it, and that's why she did it. And also, she felt like it was okay because it was already out there. It's not like she went and it wasn't already out there. She just pulled something that was there and showed them. Now, I don't think I would have done that, but I think that's probably why she really is in trouble, and that's one of the biggest reasons that she might be in trouble. I mean, for real, she might end up losing this because of that's one of the things. The other thing that she testified to, is that she just kind of gave a backstory about her life as a Miss Graham. She gave a backstory of her life, how she wasn't used to people, being tried for the truth, or they didn't have proof, or basically people being found guilty who necessarily weren't guilty because they had no proof. And the funny part of not funny, but the thing that's crazy about her comments is that Megan kind of had the same mindset at first. Remember, because she was trying to protect Tory, so they kind of had the same mindset at first. It's kind of weird how that kind of goes. But anyway, that was her thinking process, and that's why she feels like she feels. Again, we'll talk about Miss Grams. Now, the other part about this is that the prosecutors are accusing her of is basically they're basically saying she harassed or has been harassing Megan Thee Stallion. How? Because she's been her whole brand apparently allegedly it has been about all about Megan Thee Stallion. Every video all about Megan Thee Stallion. This, that, and the third. Megan Thee Stallion. This. So I think that's why they picked up this case, and that's why we're going through this. But I don't know. I don't know if her testimony really helped her or not. I don't know. I don't know if it really helped her or not. But she had to be honest. She had to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. There's that. Or she could have been held in contempt. But the thing about it is, I don't know. Anyway, y'all, that's all I have right now. I just want to give my 2 3 cents on that day, on what happened and what was said. I just kind of gave a very brief summary. I don't want to make this video too long. We don't know how long this is going to go on. But y'all let me know down in the comment section, okay? First of all, do you think that her testimony, is Miss Graham's testimony, going to hurt her or no? Or do you think it's going to help her case? Is it going to hurt her and help the prosecutors, or is it going to help her? And the other question is, are you team Grams, or are you team Megan Thee Stallion? Let us know your thoughts. That's all I have. Okay, all right. I'll be back with another one. Thank you, y'all. Bye. Smooches.